My role is to head the cleaning and the waste services departments we have at council. I do it with 12 men, good workers they are, out in the streets early in the morning cleaning the streets, and also the garbage trucks that go around picking up the area clean-ups and the Be Tidy bins out there. We do it in the early hours because it's a safe time to do it, and we love our jobs and we love the time that we start work and the time we get home to our families. 32 years, a good 32 years, that's for sure. In that 32 years, I've had many changes on council. I have been team leader, I have been just the lowest worker on the council, the mower. I've worked myself up by getting training at tech colleges, and here I am today, sitting as waste services and cleaning coordinator of Behaviour Council Cleaning Department. I'm proud to be ahead of that. The job's changed enormously. Checks and balances are one thing, that's for sure. In the safety side, it has changed enormously. And on occasions, you'd have people come up to you and they'd praise you for doing that, and they'd offer you water, and it was, it was a good time. We weren't wearing shirts or sun cancer shirts back them days. Quite often we were in singlets. But we liked our jobs, the guys that did it. Also, it's changed electronically. Whereas we had paperwork to do, no paperwork anymore. It's computers, and we are time frames. The area cleanups, they have a week to be done. They need to be off the street by the end of that week, or we're behind schedule. I've had two that definitely made me feel uncomfortable. The first one was that a person walked out while I was doing a cleanup and offered me $20 to remove a TV. Well, the job itself is done for free. There's no cost to them. I just have to remove the TV. But the TV was large, so I had to get someone in to give me a hand. And the lady come up that offered me the $20 the first time, come up to me a second time saying, "Here, take the $20 and put it in my top pocket." Well, I needed a hand with the TV, and another worker came along and we lifted the TV off the footpath and into the truck. TV's gone, I've done my job. But I felt uncomfortable with that $20. I put it back in the letterbox and I made someone look to make sure that I'd done it. I felt really uncomfortable taking that money or having that money put in my pocket because I didn't take it. So after that, I just moved on to my next job, but I did report it. I had to report it to my manager, and I reported it also to the Ombudsman. I think I emailed the Ombudsman that day to say what had happened and went through the steps that had happened. That night at home, I felt uncomfortable at home myself. It's not something that I get often, but it's something that puts me off a bit. Yeah, my second memory of somebody doing something which I thought was uncomfortable is that in our area cleanups, I put the letters out for the people saying how big the cleanups should be. So I do that before I do the cleanups, and they get 2 weeks notice. Anyway, this cleanup I had was enormous, 13 metres by 1.5 metres by 1 metre. Enormous it was. Anyway, I've done my little bit, which was take 1.5 cubic metres away. But I took 2 metres. I take a little bit extra to be on the safe side so they can't argue that I didn't take enough. Well, I done the same thing that day. I took my 2 metres of it and returned to my truck, and a lady come across the road and she come across saying, "Can you take the rest? Can you take the rest?" I explained the rules. I said, "Look in your letterbox. Inside your letterbox is the note saying that you've got an oversized cleanup and you're to remove it from the footpath." I went back across the road to where I was working. She come across again. This time she come across with a box of Crownies. But anyway, she put it down. I asked the lady to remove the beer from the footpath and take it back inside her property. On the third request she did. She took it back inside the property and I moved on. That made me feel uncomfortable. If I had accepted the beers that were offered, I think that would have put my reputation at risk at Behaviour Council. something that I'm very proud of. And also the reputation of Borough Council itself. That, oh, look at these guys, look what they're doing. Taking money, taking beers. Hopefully I won't have any more. But if I do, I'll be reporting them. Because I know that you'll have someone who will listen, and it's not a big deal to report something like that. It actually makes you feel better, to be quite honest. Ethical behaviour, I can hardly spell it, Tommaso. But to me, ethical behaviour is doing the right thing. Doing the right thing, yeah. To me it's doing the right thing, doing it the right way. Born into a Catholic family actually, and I got caught putting my hand in the lolly jar. And once you get smacked once, you never do it again. But ethical is doing the right thing. It's a feeling you get, you know when it's right or wrong. You want to do the right thing, and when something becomes a bit iffy, you lean on the side of good. You don't lean on the side of maybe I get away with it, maybe I can do it. It's that feeling that you get inside your heart that tells you yeah, or no. And it's a little thing in your head that at times it comes and goes. You get that opportunity and you say, no, the job's more important. Yeah, I probably am a bit of a role model as a leader and as a minor manager. You have to show the way. And it's a good saying, you know, lead by example. Well, I'm hands-on on the job. People they've heard about it. They know that I've reported people offering me beers and offering me money. Everyone gets around the yard, and well, maybe they'll think about that as well. I've had a lot of things taken off my mind when that was done, and it went through. It was no big deal to do, and I'm probably proud I did it in the end. Yeah.